Yesterday, I showed you how to use TVM Solver. Can you please remind me on the graphics calculator, how do I access TVM Solver again? What do I press? How do I get to the apps?
You click the apps button?
Yeah, I wasn't even teaching these guys and they're able to tell me. What do I press to access the apps? I press the apps button. Can you see how finance appears on the top? You press enter on that. And see the top option is TVM Solver. You press enter on that. Yesterday I asked you and I showed you how to use TVM Solver, but I want to do some more examples which may be more life useful. So the only new thing that I wanted to teach today was what does PMT stand for? PMT, yeah, but PMT stands for the regular payment, what you're putting in on a regular basis. Yesterday, the questions that we dealt with, all you did was put money in at the start and you left it alone. But in real life, especially young people like you, you're not going to have 15 grand to put in the bank and leave alone. You're working a job, you're going to start your account at nothing, and you might put $50 in the bank every week if you earn that, right? So that's what PMT is. So let's pretend that we're Kanye again. An investment that starts off with nothing. What's special about that? PV is going to be zero because it started off with nothing. PMT is going to be negative because on TVM Solver, when the money comes from your wallet into the bank, what sign should it be? If my money goes from me into the bank, it's negative on TVM Solver. If the bank is giving it to me, it's going to be positive, and FV is going to be positive. So let's look at Kanye here. Kanye decides to open a savings account. The interest rate is 4.5%. It's compounding monthly, and he's depositing $250 into the account each month. I want to see what his account grows to in 5 years. So let's do the maths. How do I show maths on TVM Solver? I write what I put into the calculator. So NIPV, PMT, FV, PY, and CY. If something's compounding monthly, how many times does a month happen in a year? 12. Good. So PY and CY on your calculator will both be 12. So write that in your working out. In this example that I've highlighted, how much is Kanye putting in the bank each month? 250. So PMT on your calculator, it's going to be negative 250. Why? Because it's coming from him going into the bank. Does it say anything in that question whether Kanye's put a giant block of money at the start and he left it alone? No. All he's done is he's opened a savings account, started off at nothing, and he's putting $250 in every month. So PV is going to be nothing. What's the interest rate of that question?
4.5.
So I is going to be 4.5. We want to know what it grows to after 5 years. So N is going to be 5 years times by, how many times is it compounding a year? 12 times. So N is going to be 60, right? You're working out. 4.5, PV is nothing, PMT is negative 250. Put a star next to FV. Let's work out how much Kanye makes. So if Kanye started off with nothing and he put $250 in every month, which is not too bad, $50 a week is close to that. For 5 years, he's going to have $16,786.39 to 2 decimal points in the bank at the end, which sounds like a lot, but it's not actually that much interest. Because the interest is going to be interest. What did it grow to? It grew to $16,786.39. But how much did he put in? How many times did he pay $250 into that account? 60 times. So you need to minus 60 lots of 250. It's not actually that nice. 16,786.39 minus 60 lots of 250. The bank's only giving him $1,786.39 of interest. It's still better than nothing. It's still close to $2,000 for sitting your money in the bank for 5 years, but it's not as good as what. Oh, look, there's $16,786.38. Yeah, that's because you put in quite a lot of money, okay? That's the only example that I wanted you to get down. So can you get that example, please? You're working on, if you're the main 1003 maths class, you've got these 5 problems on DAMA. Can you answer those? Let your mates know that are away today. They've got catching up to do. All right, video over.